Morena e te whānau. It is Monday morning and we're back into it again. Sorry, I didn't do one last week. I was getting SS90s ready to go to their new owners and this thing. So my bike took a sneaky day and just put this engine in. So this is the GT40 I showed you last time. It's gone and it's beautiful. So really happy. This was just a good chance because has anyone, I've had this bike now for 12 years and you keep adding little bits, and this was a point just to come and undo a bunch of sort of band-aid stuff and fix it up. So we tidied up wiring. That was the big thing, really. It was a bit of a bird's nest. And just sort of took it back to being a more of a standard bike, which is sort of what I want, just one you can jump on and use, and it's not fragile. Like I say, if I'm out riding with my friends and we come to a gravel road, I'm not going to be like, oh, sorry guys, I'll go the long way, So, no, really pleased. So, yeah, like I say, it's the GT240. It's just got standard electronic ignition, static timing. It's got a caster performance pipe, which has a hell of a bark to it. And somewhere, I put it carefully to one side so I could show you what my plan was. Here it is. I left it on the other side of the bike. I got this off a buddy. So the problem is I tried sort of mounting it and I was going to cut the tailpipe. And just sort of mount that in there, but if you mounted it off the mounts it's supposed to and you come around the back, it was actually just ready to, see that? It's, one good bump, it was just going to smack into the back of the bike. So it's pretty noisy as it is. I may end up just cutting it and mounting it in straight or something. As long as I can get enough ground clearance and cornering clearance, I'll be alright, The other thing, which I was a bit of a, I don't know, it might be a thing, I don't know. I took the glove box out when I mounted the radiator and whatnot, the last one. And the side pod, I cut these fins into the front of it. So if I hang this on the bike, if I can do it one-handed, something like that. So that's got these fins which used to have a radiator mounted behind, and if you come around the other side, when you have the side on this side, it makes quite a cool little still air box in the front there. Well, I'm hoping that's how we're going to roll, and that's my theory I'm going to go with. But I'm always a fan of big free-flowing air filters on skirts. I don't like open carbs. I think they just too much potential to suck rubbish into your cylinder and just ruin them prematurely. I know that's contentious. There are people who'll debate for and against, and they won't change their minds. That's how I like to roll. Okay, so yeah, I'm just looking forward. This is now ready. Look, the lovely weather is almost here. It's still a bit chilly. But this is going to be, hopefully, my summer go-to ride. And otherwise, we're going to start a big plan, which it's like the engine swapping dance, which is ultimately going to culminate in the SX200 finally getting onto the road. If you can see this, it's been sitting here so damn long. Shocking. Who would have an SX200 and let it get like that, eh? Seriously, Roger. So, the deal with this is, we built Roger a Monza engine, and this was parts that had been supplied by Daryl Taylor over in the UK, and he did a beautiful job and just sent everything for me to assemble, and it was pretty straightforward. We actually did a little video, which at some point Roger and I are going to get round to putting together because there was a lot of time-lapse stuff, you know, assembling the engine, which was really fun. So, but by the time we finished that, there was still a whole lot that needed to happen to the SX. So we thought, well, Roger's got a cool LI, oh no, it was a TV175 Series 3. That was legit and road legal, so we just chucked the engine in that, and then he could use it, you know, and that's awesome. So the engine that came out of it is an RT225. I'm pretty sure it's stock stroke, static ignition, just a really cool engine. Like, that was the engine I was going to build for myself had the 240 not turned up on me. He's done a bunch of stuff like modified the side cover, which is here, just to take the Series 1 and 2 style kickstart mechanism, and that just gives you more of a kick, you know, it engages much earlier. So he's done that, and it's just like, cool, just chuck it back together for me, and then once this engine's ready to go, it'll be the RT into TV, Monza out, and Monza into SX200 dance party. And then once that's done, there is this box of goodies, which is just every awesome thing you could possibly want. If you've got a cool Lammy, so that's going to have like disc brakes, anti-dive, put a glove box inside the link shields, you're going to mount a rev counter inside that. It's also going to have a SIP speedo. It's going to have nice suspension. It's just going to be a real cool bike. So yeah, it's going to be nice to see that thing going and in use again, and hopefully before the end of the year. So there you go, that's today, this week, panning out. I think we've got a small frame coming. We've got potentially a Suzuki GT380 coming as well. So that's the triple air-cooled Suzuki from the 70s, or one of the series of them anyway. Real cool bikes. So once again, that's just been sitting forever. The guy's just looking for some help to get that recommissioned. So hopefully that turns up at some point. All right, team, that's enough from me. Have a great day. Be good to each other, and yeah, have a good week. Ka kite anō.